Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful next 2 weeks. Deacon furious at Sheila ruining marriage celebration. Taylor at risk. BY Heather Hughes on December 6, 2025 comments. Leave comments related. Comings and goings, hot news, soap opera, spoiler, television, The Bold and the Beautiful 25. The Bold and the Beautiful next 2 weeks. Deacon furious at Sheila ruining marriage celebration. Taylor at risk. The Bold and the Beautiful. BNB, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, December 8th to December 19th, hint that Deacon Sharp will be furious over Sheila Sharp ruining the marriage celebration. Taylor Hayes may also be at risk as Sheila slips closer to the edge. The week of December 8th to 12th will bring Eric Forrester's wrath and refusal to stand for Rich Forrester's retirement demand. This is Eric's life to live, so he'll fight back in a big way and stir up even more family drama. On a happier note, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer's loved ones will gather at the Spencer mansion to watch them get hitched. Douglas Forrester will return for the big event, so Hope will be thrilled to see him. After Deacon Sharp walks Hope down the aisle, Beth Spencer will perform her officiant duties. The wedding will be a lovely occasion, but could some crash or chaos erupt soon enough? Since Sheila Sharp won't be invited to the nuptials, B&B spoilers say she'll complain to Taylor Hayes and hint about going anyway. Taylor will try to explain why crashing would be a crazy plan, but that'll just rile Sheila up even more and leave her questioning if Taylor thinks she's crazy. By the time this conversation wraps up, Taylor may be pretty unsettled. There's a good chance Sheila will reject Taylor's advice and become a wedding crasher anyway. That could lead to Deacon fuming over the interruption, especially if he feels Sheila ruined his daughter's special day. Deacon might go as far as dumping Sheila over this and running straight into Taylor's arms for a kiss. Whatever the case, Sheila may have regrets by the time the week of December 15th to 19th rolls around. Even if Sheila tries to fix things with Deacon, he may dig his heels in and fall even harder for Taylor. If Sheila realizes Deacon and Taylor are falling for each other, she could make Taylor her #1 enemy. As for Hope and Liam, they won't let Sheila stop them from basking in the afterglow of their nuptials. Liam and Hope are sure to have a magical wedding night, so stay tuned for updates on any passionate plans to come. Of course, Christmas is just around the corner, so there'll be some holiday prep work eventually. As for the conflict between Eric and Ridge, can they resolve it in time for the annual festivities? Meanwhile, Carter Walton may finally convince Daphne Rose to trust in their romance and believe he could be the right man for her. However, Daphne's history could come back to haunt her and stir up some problems with Carter sooner or later. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some shocking news and romantic gestures, so stay tuned. CDL's where you want to be for scorching Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates and news, so make us your favorite BNB hotspot. Ridge pulls a second coup with Carter after Eric refuses to retire? The Bold and the Beautiful BNB spoilers show that Ridge Forrester's unwelcome retirement talk rubs his dad Eric Forrester the wrong way. Spoilers hint that Ridge refuses to back down, even though he should know better after having been through this with Eric before. Apparently Ridge is a slow learner, not just in the love department but in his professional life as well. Oddly enough, the show has already visited this storyline. It happened back Eric thought he was dying, and Ridge pushed him to leave FC and enjoy what little he had left of life. This led to some bad blood, and a father-son fashion designer showdown. After Ridge learned about Eric's diagnosis, he let Eric think that he had won. Rather than feel diminished, Eric said it was maybe the nicest thing anyone had ever done for him. Then, Eric's coveted stapler was returned to its rightful owner, and all was well. Until now. How much does Ridge want that legacy stapler? Apparently a lot. Eric made a full recovery and is loving life with his honey bear, Donna Logan Forrester. Eric is the one who founded FC, and yet during the week of December 1st to 5th, Ridge once again tells Eric to get on the retirement train. Pushy Ridge urges Eric to play golf and whatever else he does in his downtime, but Eric pushes back. Eric almost died and now feels empowered to live his life to the fullest. This does not include his whiny kid telling him what to do. Eric has a second chance to cement his legacy, which should be especially poignant given the coup launched by Hope Logan and Carter Walton. But Ridge sees it differently, and may even secretly want to be top dog now that he's back with Brooke Logan. Should Eric retire? Juicy the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Eric and Ridge's back and forth escalates to a dangerous level, possibly endangering Forrester creations all over again. Do you think that Eric should be forced to retire? The Bold and the Beautiful's Henry Samry returns as Douglas Forrester just in time for Hope and Liam's wedding day. By Heather Hughes on December 6, 2025. Comments. Leave comments related. Comings and goings, hot news, soap opera, spoiler, television. The Bold and the Beautiful. For The Bold and the Beautiful's Henry Samry returns as Douglas Forrester just in time for Hope and Liam's wedding. The Bold and the Beautiful, BNB. Spoilers reveal Henry Samry will return as Douglas Forrester just in time for Hope, Logan and Liam Spencer's wedding day. Let's talk about Douglas' comeback and what it'll mean for the marriage festivities. Liam and Hope's nuptials will kick off during the week of December 8th to 12th, which will pave the way for Douglas' return. Thomas Forrester will ensure that Douglas makes it back to Los Angeles so he can watch his adoptive mom tie the knot. There was a time when Douglas was rooting for Hope and Thomas's happy ending, but he accepted his dad's relationship with Paris Buckingham before it fell apart. Douglas is getting older and should be mature enough to realize Liam is the man Hope wants. There's a good chance Douglas will share a private moment with Hope before the big event, so he can share his true feelings. Douglas may assure Hope that Liam is a great guy, and that he only wants her to be happy. Hope will likely get Douglas' blessing before she walks down the aisle, which should make her special day even more special. Douglas will ultimately sit next to Brooke Logan Forrester at the ceremony, which Beth Spencer will officiate. Hope's heart will be full and grateful to have both Beth and Douglas there to cheer her on. It's nice that Henry Samry could squeeze Douglas' B&B return into his busy schedule. Of course, Kelly Spencer will also make a wedding appearance to support Liam, as he prepares to marry the woman of his dreams. Liam feels like it's really going to last this time with Hope, so let's hope he's right. Unfortunately, drama could be brewing if Sheila Sharp crashes the wedding as expected, but there'll still be some blissful scenes before disaster potentially strikes. Are you glad Henry Samry will return as Douglas Forrester for Hope and Liam's nuptials? Do you think Liam and Hope are truly meant to be? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Hope and Liam's wedding will come with some curveballs, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news ahead. CDL will have other terrific Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news and updates, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. Thomas Forrester crashes Hope Logan's wedding. The Bold and the Beautiful always brings back a handful of cast members for the holidays, and this year is no exception. Matthew Atkinson is coming home for Christmas, which means he could be in town during the highly anticipated Lope wedding. Did Beth remember to put him on the ban list? Has Thomas Forrester healed, or will he cause chaos on Liam Spencer and Hope Logan's wedding day? Keep reading to find out what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful spoilers down below. Thomas Forrester's weird obsession with Hope Logan has been well documented on the CBS soap over the past decade. Matthew Atkinson's complicated character will never live down his blow-up doll days. Last year, Thomas finally gave up on his mission to marry Hope and moved to Paris. Imagine coming home and finding out that Hope wouldn't marry you, but she is marrying her ex-husband. The Bold and the Beautiful viewers know that Thomas has always had a screw loose. Sometimes he's on point and sometimes he's unhinged. The last time Thomas popped up, he tried to assault his stepmom Brooke Logan and spiraled because his daddy didn't marry his mommy. Weddings are definitely a trigger for the unstable Forrester heir. According to B&B spoilers, Liam and Hope's daughter Beth is going to rush them down the aisle this month. Seeing as how everyone will be on hand for the holidays, it makes sense to squeeze in a quickie wedding in the next few weeks. Plus, when Hope learns Eric is dying, she will probably want to say "I do" before his health gets any worse. There's a very high probability that Thomas's return will coincide with Lope's wedding. Will Thomas cause a scene and try to stop Hope from saying "I do"? Eric refuses to retire, forcing Carter to rethink his next move. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers document that Eric Forrester is not retiring. Ridge Forrester believes he has the ability to force his father to do otherwise. Anything is possible in the soap world. Whatever bits of B&B history that can be accurately cited won't override a creative outcome in the near future. So it would seem that Eric, being the co-founder of Forrester Creations, along with his then-wife, the late Stephanie Forrester, holds sway. He backed Ridge and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Eric's granddaughter and Stephanie's namesake, as co-chief executive officers in the recent past, which creates an intriguing legal question. An unexpected storyline developed that had Carter Walton pitch Eric and Ridge. His idea was to develop FC into more than a fashion business. Carter wanted the Foresters' empire to include luxury brands, with that vision expanding its reach well beyond dresses. Eric was open to Carter's first proposal, which was to restore its jewelry line. Ivy Forrester assumed Quinn Fuller's lead, with Eric's ex-wife and Carter's ex-romantic interest long gone from Los Angeles, California. This was also when Electra Forrester was introduced into the show. But Eric, Ridge and Steffi rejected Carter's larger expansion plan. That led to him fooling Ridge and Steffi into signing control of the company over to him, which creates an interesting option. Eric soundly rejected Carter's plan. St. Victor's character and his then love interest, Hope Logan, ran the company along with Brooke Logan, which the Forrester family detested. Carter eventually relented, tore up the documents that were legal but immoral, and Ridge and Steffi regained their power. But that begs a question. Who holds dominant legal say at FC? McCook's character could either pursue that answer on his own if he needs to do so, although he could also have a private meeting with Carter to see if he's still interested in exploring an expanded company option. Ridge is telling the truth. He is concerned about the stress of the business killing Eric. There's no disputing the gravity of Eric's health issues in the recent past. It's also reasonable to believe that a year plus later, he might not be able to withstand the rigors required of full-time designing. Yet, Ridge also likes being in charge, and doesn't want to be distracted by worrying about Eric's assumed physical collapse. So, his father isn't wrong when pointing his finger and saying that Ridge's ego is also opposed to the living legend returning to work. Are Liam and Hope getting married for the wrong reasons? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam Spencer and Hope Logan are getting married soon, whether they want to or not. Letting their daughter plan their big day was cute at first, but are Beth Spencer's parents saying I do for the wrong reasons? Here's what's coming up next on the CBS soap, spoilers down below. Now that the Luna Nozawa drama is in the past, the Spencer and Forrester families are ready to move forward with their lives. That means it's time for Liam Spencer and Hope Logan to set a wedding date. When Lope let their daughter Beth take over the wedding arrangements, it was more of a cute and symbolic thing. But Beth has taken the reins and is moving full steam ahead. According to B&B spoilers, Liam and Hope's tiny tot will push them to remarry this month and they could say I do before Christmas. Even if Liam and Hope are having cold feet, it's not like they can back out of the wedding their daughter planned for them. But B&B spoilers hint one or both of them could start having doubts about the big day. There's no doubt that Liam Spencer and Hope Logan both love their daughter. But do they love each other enough to spend the rest of their lives together? Bold and beautiful cast announcements reveal Thomas Forrester will come home for the holidays. Could Hope have a chat with her ex that changes her feelings about settling down with Liam? Meanwhile, Ivy Forrester is still hanging around Liam, and made it clear she wants them to try again. Should Hope be worried about her? Do you think Liam and Hope are getting married for the right reasons, or to make Beth happy? Will Lope last this time?